Hey everybody, it's Safi and Marco Dish Out on Movies, the only movie review show on YouTube to review movies in terms of food. And it's just Marco here once again. I'm here to talk about, what was the show? Oh yeah, Tell Me Your Secrets, episode 8. And I know you're wondering, like, okay, this guy, he forgot the title of the series, really? Like, it's only 10 episodes. Well, it's a very, very forgettable, ballless show. It feels like a mixture of stories that could be really good if they were fleshed out properly and if they were paced properly. But the way that they're told this season just really misses the mark on all fronts. I mean, in terms of character, all three characters have become unlikable now. I used to love John because I thought, okay, this is cool. You have a bad guy who he needs to redeem himself and he needs to change. But then, oh no, of course, men bad. And so he's still a bad guy now. And then you got Mary. And Mary is like this really interesting character where she used to be this mess and she used to just be the shitty mother, and then her daughter went missing and she turned herself around, so she kind of did what John is trying to do, and John looks up to her. And then at the bottom of the levels you have Emma, aka Karen, who, she probably helped her husband or boyfriend or whatever kill girls on accident, I guess. And she is unlikable. I mean, they're all three of them unlikable now. I don't care about any of them. Especially, wait. Not, no, wait, no. I don't like all of them, but especially Mary. I mean, because this episode has a lot of Mary. And I just had to remember that because I watched this episode last night and just to watch it and get out of the way because I had to upload another video this morning on a different channel. And so I couldn't, I didn't want to spend the time watching, because when you upload, you can't watch stuff. You can't use any internet, basically. So you have to sit around like a jackass for hours while video uploads. But anyways, well, to start off, let's get through. I'm just gonna go through it by character. I really don't want this to go on for that long, because it's just so forgettable and not really worth the time. This show as a whole has been like one giant waste of time, honestly, because it seems like a show that could have been really good. Like, I understand that TNT had already shot a season, and then TNT didn't air it, and then Amazon bought the footage. But I really think that they should have rewritten some stuff and then gone back and did some reshoots, because it's terrible, and it's really not a great opening season for a show. And I think that that's something that people underestimate. People don't want mini series all the time. People just don't want like a little 10 episode Your Honor show. They don't want that. They want a series. They want the promise of a series. They want a show that's going to last 10 seasons. They want a universe to be opened up to them with awesome characters, awesome stories, awesome sub-stories. They want a world to go into. They don't just want this cutesy little, here's this little one-season show called Tell Me Your Secrets. And it's just this cute little thing wrapped up in a bow, and it only lasts for this one season. Like, I think that's why it wasn't very popular, because it lacks that. It lacks a bigger picture, because the show is so focused on, excuse me, sorry, damn it. I thought I would get through one video without burping, one video, but I did not, sorry. But they just lack a big picture in terms of, like, I don't see any big plan for the season other than this shitty plan where you have three main characters and John is somehow the villain, even though he's literally one of the main characters. So basically, it seems like what's going to build up to happen is either him or Richard Thomas is the main villain in the finale, and I think that that's fucking stupid. Because that's dumb. John is supposed to be one of the main stars. So is this going to be like with Your Honor, where they kill off the main character and they make this shitty one season dumb waste of time thing? That's the feeling that I'm getting. And I think that that's, people don't want that. They want 10 seasons. That's what television is. It's 10 seasons of world building and all kinds of stories that take place in this condensed universe. So, let's start off with Emma. Emma. Emma does some really bad things in this episode. Really dumb things that just made me laugh out loud. She reactivates her Facebook account within like 1 second. And you know something? I have experience with that. I reactivated my old Facebook account a year or two ago. It took a month to do. That's how long it took. It takes like weeks for them just to process. Like, you have to have some form of ID and all that kind of crap. Like, it is ridiculous the kind of shit you gotta do just to get your Facebook account back. And she does that within a second, which I guess is fine. I can suspend disbelief for that because, but she does it at her workplace. She does this at the salon where she works at, on a work computer. Why would she do that? Because she doesn't have one at home? Still, she should have gotten one and did it at her fucking dumb cabin. And instead she reactivates it at her work. And then she's like reminiscing about her time with her serial killer boyfriend. And then she's surprised when all these spam accounts start messaging her and saying, "Oh, look, the bitch is back." That was really funny. And then she's like, "Oh no, I'm being cyberbullied." And she deactivates her account again. I thought that scene was hilarious. And then later on in the episode, she does something even stupider. She tracks Peter down and goes to his house, makes his wife have the impression that she's having an affair with him, and then, goes to confront him again. Like, I've got to confront Peter again, because men bad, women good. And Peter reveals that the body of the girl was in the forest was not actually Teresa. It was another girl. But we get this flashback where it's revealed that Emma might have killed her, and I guess she might have known that her boyfriend was having an affair with Teresa, because she also tracks down her old salon boss or whatever boss, and she reveals that she saw them having an affair and that that's what they were worried about. And I just think that that's hilarious. This bitch is supposed to be in witness protection, and she does all these things to just say fuck you, to just she just completely disregards her own safety. It's so ridiculous. It's so dumb. It is so stupid of a character to do this. It blows my mind that we're supposed to like this character. I mean, come on, really? It should have been the whole season, she's in witness protection, she's very secretive, and then at the end, at the season finale, she does one thing questionable. But she's been doing questionable things that have completely disregarded her witness protection status the whole season. I hate that so much. Now let's get to Emma. I mean, not Emma. All these characters are the same. They're just so generic. Time for Mary. Mary, Mary, Mary. Not the Virgin Mary, that's for damn sure. You got this corporate Karen, Mary, and she is, well, she moved on basically. She's really happy. And she goes with her boy toy boyfriend, Adam, and moves in with him. And she has sex with him, and he gives her oral for the millionth time. That's another sort of trademark of feminazi shows, is that instead of, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or anything, it's just a trademark of these types of woke shows. Instead of the girl giving the guy oral, it's always the guy giving the girl oral. And they did do this in Californication, but it was sort of a trademark of Hank. You know, they would have different sex scenes, and then he would give the girls oral. And it was sort of like his thing that he would do, and then he would brag about it and say like he's the alpha male because he does it. But they would have all sorts of different types. In this show, it's basically clothed sex. So sex while everyone has their clothes on, which is complete horseshit, bullshit, terrible sex scene. Or the guy giving the girl oral. And it's really boring. It's really just, I'm so done with it. And so then Mary gets high, and she has this heart-to-heart talk with John. And it's hilarious because John's like, Mary, I can tell you're on drugs. Don't do drugs, Mary. And he just hangs up on her. That was so funny. Like, she's trying to have this important talk about, John, how do you keep a secret? John, how do you form a relationship with people when you have this big secret just inside of you? This big secret just bulging in you. And John's like, Mary, you need to stop doing drugs. Call me later. Bye-bye. And he just hangs up. And, you know, this harkens back to the time where I was sort of doing research on screenwriting. And I came across the screenwriter from Psycho 3. Psycho 3 is like my favorite horror movie. Like, I love the Psycho series. And the screenwriter of Psycho 3, he had this website. And I was thinking of, like, asking him a question about, because I was really having trouble with my third act of my second script, and I was having trouble figuring out what should happen, because it was just so, like, and I could talk about that. It was really difficult to figure out what to do, and I was genuinely stumped for like a week or so, or a little less than a week, and so I looked at his website, and he said something about, like, he wasn't taking questions or scripts anymore because he doesn't want to be mean to people anymore. And he had this, like, long review of this girl's script, and he just tore it apart. And one of the things that he said was something that I really took to heart, and I really, it stuck with me because it makes sense to do this, to follow this rule. And he said that in this girl's script that all of these important conversations took place over the phone. Over the phone. That is garbage. And, you know, never have important scenes take place over the phone. Have the two characters meet, have them talk to each other in person. And I took that, I used that because I was, you know, I was thinking about doing something like that a couple of times. And it really makes sense. And, well, in this show, of course, they do that. And you can just see that how these writers who aren't very good, they just go through the holes. They just find a way to get through them. These barricades, they just magically get through them, and they make these inferior shows and films. And that's why we're at where we're at in the film industry nowadays, because of these inexperienced, bad amateurs. And they wrote this scene where Mary is, like, having this important monologue about, secrets, and, she's talking about the title and using the word secrets, so it's like, wow, this is a really important scene. And it's all over the phone, of course. It's like, yeah, fuck you. Like, what a terrible, terrible thing to do that. And I can't remember if anything else happened with Mary. Not really anything interesting. And then finally, let's get to John. John is basically the full-on villain at this point. It's basically not even a question anymore, which is really weird because this whole season was marketed as you have these 3 main characters. And how could it be where 2 of them are heroes and then 1 of them is a villain? All of them are supposed to be gray people. They're supposed to be good and bad. And yet now it's like, oh, John's the bad guy because men bad, women good. And so it seems like another thing too is that with Emma, it's like on the show, women can do anything they want. They can kill, because it's implied that Emma probably killed Teresa because she was having an affair with her boyfriend. And so she kills her. And it's like, this is that Last of Us Part 2 type of writing, where it's like, oh, if women do something and it's for a reason, then it's okay. They can do anything they want. And then whenever a man does something, men bad, women good. And it's that type of disgusting agenda writing in this show that's getting to me now. Because then John is like this creepy sexual predator guy now, and he's like, oh, he's really evil, and he traps Tom in his room. And Tom was good this episode because he roasted Emma at one point, and I was really rooting for Tom because he's a good character pretty much, not really featured as much because he's a man, and they don't want men to look good on the show, they want men to look bad. And he gets trapped, and John actually knocks him out and keeps him hostage in his shower. And so what does that remind you of? Psycho. Another Psycho nod. You got John. He's got problems with his mom. She's dead. He has this guy hostage in a shower. At this point, they should just basically, call John Norman as, a nickname, because it's just getting ridiculous at this point. They must have done this stuff on purpose, or else they're crazy. So this episode, I would give a C. It was actually better than the past couple of episodes. It's just, it's just so mediocre. It's so average and so, ugh. It's, you know what I mean? You ever have that feeling where you watch something and it's just like, ugh. It's like a hangover type of feeling, ugh. So I'm not surprised that the show did not get renewed, because it's just not good at storytelling at all. And then there's some extra shit thrown in with other stupid stories that probably aren't going to get resolved because there's only 2 episodes left. There's this conspiracy at the St. Jerome house, and it's like, yeah, okay. Please like this video if you liked it. Comment, tell me what you thought of episode 8. And if you say that I'm drunk, you're clearly just trolling, because I'm clearly not drunk. I try to vary up the way that I use my voice to make myself sound more interesting, instead of just talking the same range the whole video and being very robotic. You know what I mean? I try to do stuff like that on purpose. It's not that I'm drunk, just to address a comment that I saw. And then delete it, obviously. And then also subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more reviews of Tell Me Your Secrets. And, well, I can't wait. I can't wait for episodes 9 and 10. Oh, God. There's a huge caterpillar. Oh, that was creepy. I just read Monster Blood 4 yesterday, and that the Monster Blood actually ate hair growing formula, and I think it was supposed to be like caterpillars, because, oh god, that looks creepy. I was like, what the hell is that? And this giant caterpillar's just crawling around. It just looked at me too. It's probably thinking about a way to attack me. Goodbye, everybody. See you soon for episode 9 review.